Shell casing kid back in the woods where I found the colonial copper. It's a beautiful spring day, but tell you what, in about a month's time, these woods will be completely overgrown and practically impenetrable. So hope I make some good finds today, and I'll show you if I do. More colonial would be great. Okay, so I've been swinging for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. It's my first good hit. And that is an old buckle. It's an unusual looking one. Grass. Good start. Okay, so my last dig was right over there. And that was that small buckle. I just had an 84. And this looks like it's going to be a big buckle. So, start off in these woods finding buckles. By the end of the day, hopefully, I'll have found a coin. It's a nice find. Finally got another coin. It's right there. It's very thin. It's not a coin, it's a flat button. Alright, I'll take that. Really thin. Feels really fragile. Don't think there's anything on it. Nice erect shank. I think that is an old button. Man, it seems fragile. Came up as a 61 on my machine. Have to clean it when I get home and see if there's any back mark or anything on it. Alright, happy with that. Buckles seem to be the artifact of the day, so here's another one. And there you go, just it's a killer signal. Sounds like a coin all day long, and then buckle pops out of the ground. But at least it's not a pull tab. I just got another button right there. And it's like a squared off shank. It's pretty. I'm not a button expert. Doesn't look like there's anything on it. Does look like it's a pretty primitive button. Maybe it's old. I'll have to check for a back mark when I get home. Another good find. Here's a good find right there. Don't even need my detector for that. It's a good thing because I just knocked it over. That is a shed. An antler shed. And that would be a 4-point deer shed. That's a good find. Got something shiny right here. Something shiny. A coin? Looks like it could be a button. Oop, I think I just broke off half the button right there. Wow. It looks like it's probably a silver button, and it says sterling right on it. So let me see if I can find the other half of it. I just looked all over the place and I can't find it, but here is the top part of the button. That is amazing. It says right on the bottom of it, sterling silver.
So that's a sterling silver button. Crazy. It rang up as a 61.
That's an unusual one. It's like a little football charm. Very, very silver. Well, that's an unusual one to get out of the ground. Oh. Let's see what it's marked here. Yep, that says sterling. Crazy. One day I get a 1723 coin. The next time back, I get a sterling silver football charm. Strange woods here.
Yeah, I had the flash turned on for because it's getting late. Just dug this. I had my machine turned on really high sensitivity. Don't know what it is. It could be a button. Yeah, it's a button for sure. It shank's broken off the back. And I hit it with a brush. It's really small. It's really, really small. It's about half the size of a dime. I would say it looks like a trime, but I don't know how big a trime is because I've never dug one.
Here's the good stuff this week. So there's 4 buckles at the bottom here. I only showed 3 on the video because I didn't want to show you every buckle. Here's that silver button that I dug. It does say sterling silver at the bottom. It's a bummer that it's all wrecked. It's just a husk. Here's the little football pendant. And that says sterling at the bottom right there. So that's the 2 silvers I found. Now the buttons are really interesting, so I'm going to go through them. This was the kind of heavy-duty-ish one. It says Leavenworth's and Kendrick on the back, and then on the inside it says double gilt. I looked up the company. They were in business in Waterbury, Connecticut in the 1830s and 1840s, so this is a pretty old button. I did a lot of military buttons, but this is not a military button. It was just a gilt button. This button, I think, is extremely old, and if I can get it in just the right light, you can see where it says gilt at the top, and then the back mark on the bottom is a heart with 2 crossed branches at the bottom underneath the shank. It's super duper thin, and it doesn't have anything on the front. I think this is an extremely old button, but maybe anyone who knows buttons could let me know. I'm going to show you the back one more time. It says gilt in script, and then it's got the heart at the bottom. Hard to see. And then here's the little cuff button, the eagle cuff button. I kept calling it a Great Seal cuff button because that's what I thought it was, but it's an eagle cuff button. That's probably off a military jacket, but that's a neat one. And then the find where I didn't even need a detector is this 4-point buck shed, which was pretty cool. So those are the finds for the week. Next week it's beachcombing at the Jersey Shore, so make sure you're watching next Wednesday at 2 p.m. And until then, always be looking there.